Okay, it should be alright. Alright, guys, welcome to the Warborn Meeting. Sorry about all the technical difficulties we had. Um, was trying something a little bit new here. Um, every month we have a meeting here on the 1st, and we go over everything that's been going on within the chapter and what's been going on with Warborn and outside and BOS servers as a whole. And this month I've got a little bit to talk about here. Not too much. We do have an after party. If you want to come to that, you can. You don't have to. I'm going to go over a few things. I'm going to give a spot for our elders to say what they want to say, and then I'm going to go for any other questions that we have, and I'll try to answer them best I can, knowing everyone probably has some questions what's going on. Um, First thing that we're going to talk about is what's been going on with the server as a whole for our major orders. I'm still working on our major orders. We did them quite frequently for a while, and we were doing ribbons. But realistically, I can keep doing the ribbons and I can keep doing major orders, but eventually we'll hit a roll cap because Discord has a roll cap of 255, and if I keep making major orders, we'll eventually hit that cap. So what we'll end up doing is once we have all the ribbons like maxed out, um, we'll do a check to see if you've participated in a certain number of ribbons. Like if you have a certain number of them, like if it's like I don't know, 40 or more, or something close to that. Like when we get to a high point, and then we'll do like a mastery ribbon for that like chapter of our history, and we'll do that, and then we'll go on and we'll do more ribbons, and we'll keep doing it like that. So you have a mastery ribbon each time we hit a cap, and I think it's going to be maybe 20. I think maybe 20 is good. Because when you get too many roles in Discord on mobile devices, it gets hard to navigate. So that's the first thing I want to talk about. The second thing is everyone's doing a really great job. I love seeing everyone coming in and doing their patrol reports and everything. Um, I wanted to reiterate something because a lot of new people here. In the actual patrol report tab, there is a spot where you can copy how to do a patrol report, and I also have a video explaining how to do it if you don't know how to do it. And then anyone who is an initiate or above can make a patrol. Anybody. I know everyone gets confused. I know it's a little awkward sometimes if an initiate makes a patrol and they're leading it, but it's it's for role play. And if you really wanted to, if you're an initiate and you don't feel like you want to lead, you can always have it. And if someone's higher ranking, then you can be like, all right, well you take point, and then I'll just direct the mission. Things like that. Going from there, when you're making a patrol, please make sure that you don't pick a VC location because it will mess with the system because you will have to manually end the event, and when you do that, you have issues where people might accidentally cancel someone else's event, and that's happened a few times. So don't do that. Going forward with content for like our social media, if anyone wants to make stuff for our social media, I would love to see what you have. I would love to see social media and everything. I do have a few controversial things to talk about. The first thing being the age limit for Warborn. Currently, we're Discord TOS. Does anyone know what that means? That means that the current Discord TOS is 13 plus. It's 13 plus for Discord. Um, we don't typically get anyone that young to join, and they usually don't make it past basic training, even if they do, because they're not mature enough. So I wanted to go talking about what do you guys think is an appropriate age to join Warborn? What is an appropriate age? It's really important because like you want to be like you don't want to be like this not including people who are too young, and if they're already here and they're younger and they don't fit the age, it's fine. They'll be grandfathered in. But like people who are coming in, you want to be mature enough to do the patrol. Understand what the uniform is. I'm seeing a lot of games rated 18 plus. Is the game rated 18 plus? 21 plus? Hell yeah. Oh, okay. Well, in either way, I would like to put out like a community vote. I'll let it run for a week, um, and I'll let everyone decide. And whatever that age is, we'll go off of there. Uh, a lot of people are saying 18 plus. People are saying other things. We do have our NSF. What? Funny thing to say about that. I found out that I did that for no reason. Um, but anyway, I'll put up the community vote. I'll probably do it sometime either tonight or tomorrow, and I'll run it for a week. And after the week is over, I think Marshall is lost. All right, there we go. I'll run it for a week, and then we'll go off of that. I know it's controversial, but it's a fun thing to talk about. All right. So with that infamous question out of the way, um, a lot of times we have communication gaps in the Discord. So I just wanted to go ahead and say this. I don't have a problem talking to anybody for anything in the server, but sometimes I get questions that really could be answered by your immediate leadership team. Um, just think about what you're gonna ask. I'm not gonna get on to you about it too much, but like if it's like something you feel like, how do I fill this out? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure someone on your like your division leadership will be happy to help you. Hmm. We did have a podcast for a while, and it didn't really go that well. I want to know if you got. It was fun. It was fun. But yeah, I want to know if you guys wanted to do a podcast and bring on members of the server into it. I just want to know. I'm curious because it was fun. It was really fun. It was just um, I need some like music. Oh, I do have some music. Oh, that's cool. Joe Rogan's guest appearance, man, that would be really difficult. It is fun. It is a fun thing to do. Hmm. Yeah, it would be interesting. But we'd have some fun segments if we did it. I would try to keep it a little bit more lighthearted than the first time we did it. If anyone is an expert in podcasts, maybe there's a hidden expert out there in the crowd who's like, man, I've been doing podcasts my whole life. Would definitely would love help with that. No. Okay. Well, um, going over things we want to do in patrols. I like seeing people do them. So if you ever want to record a patrol, and you get permission from everyone to say, hey, can I record this? Or you say in advance, hey, I'm recording this. Like, I'd love to see some clips because I could take those clips, chop them up, and put them in our social media, which is really fun to do. Do stuff like that. When I start doing major orders, I want to know, how do you guys like doing our major orders? Because I like doing it the Helldiver style, where we have three of one location, and then each division can have a chance at it, or everyone can do it multiple times if they really needed to, if people aren't picking up the slack. I like that personally. I think it's easier to do it that way, but um, doing capture points in the map is really hard. I haven't found like a software that could manage that, but if you know of one, I'd like to see it because there was an idea that when General Tiwaz was still around, he had an idea that we could have capture points and then it'd have a decay rate, and if we didn't do a guard duty on that location, we would lose it. Hmm. The capture points, yeah, it would be like on a map. I've got a map of Appalachia made with like sectors, and I could probably go find it. But I've got a map of Appalachia with sectors, and we use those points to. It was like sometimes it'd be like three locations. It'd be like a bunch of things. Like I think one time was like Thunder Mountain. There was Harper's Ferry and the Armory of Harper's Ferry. Like a few things. How would you capture it? You would capture it by doing a patrol there. You do a patrol there, and once you successfully completed it, then it would be captured. Workshops could be used too. I mean, I haven't started putting difficulty levels into our things yet. If you guys are familiar with the codex, we have a whole difficulty sheet going from easy up to super hell, oh, trivial up to super hell dive. The harder difficulty missions are one life, and you can fail them. Like First Division just failed one recently, and it was fun. I liked it. Proc spawns do prevent workshops from being captured, but I have done it with Halo Killer because he has all the explosives, and he blew them up so much that we captured it. Yeah. Um, I know we got a few people who are retired rejoining the ranks recently. I would love to you guys to give them a warm welcome back to the server. No, I'd like to see yes. I would love to see like more people that were retired come back. I do miss some people who were really awesome. Yes, I'm happy Blade's here. Um, I'm happy Matt's here too. Huh? Oh yeah, it is Laser's fault. Oh yeah, it's fault. It's your fault that we failed that suicide mission because you weren't there. That's right. That's right. It's true. It's facts. Um, yeah. If so, I wanted to go over like I got a lot of people asking me how do you get promoted in the server, and I just wanted to quickly go over it really fast. There's a slight adjustment depending on what division you are, but for the most part, it's really easy. It's do a patrol. After you get basic training done, you do a patrol. You become aspirant. Once you're an aspirant, you take the codex exam. Once you complete the codex exam, you then gotta get someone to squire you, and you become a squire. You complete your squireship, and you do your cast exam. Then you become your full cast. Really simple. Um, I say it's simple, but some people struggle with the cast exam because it's on nuclear. Hmm. Oh yeah. Who do you ask for the codex exam? You it should be whoever's in leadership. Anyone who is above you on your division, you can ask, and they should be able to send it to you. A okay. We don't talk about that, Matt. We don't talk about that at all. We don't talk about that. Well, we don't talk about that. Um, funny enough, someone's advice from last month's meeting, I'm still going to be doing. If you know, you know. Um, okay, so hmm, I guess it's also true. I don't know, but faction relations. I've tried not to branch out too many factions. If they've come to us, I'm more willing to talk to them about doing allyship with them. But I've not went looking for factions. Like if factions come here and they want to ally, I'm more willing to talk to them. Future factions, what I'm going to be doing is when they come here is I'm going to be putting them to a vote, and then if it's a tie, then I'll make a decision, which I had to do recently actually. Um, and we get allied with that faction. With what that entails should be either propaganda in each other's server, or sometimes helping out in patrols, or maybe it's just being neutral and being nice to each other. Who knows? The ghouls, the ghoul problem. The ghoul issue is I'm still waiting to see what Bethesda is gonna do, honestly. Um, but like the way they have it is difficult because uniform patrols will be like super hard to do. Like, and it would be almost impossible to have a scribe ghoul with the way they're doing things. Um, so let me explain that. I'm not gonna just drop that and not say anything. So in the PTS, like you guys know that PC has access to the PTS. Um, right now, when you put on the disguise, it covers your face and your body. It's just one straight uniform. You cannot take it off. You can't put BOS uniform over it. It's just the what do you call it? The drifter uniform and like the raider sack hood without the tubes, and it looks okay for like Fallout, but like for a BOS faction, it looks nothing like BOS. Um, Now you're probably asking, well, why don't you just get into power armor? Well, you can. You can just get into power armor. This would kind of put ghouls restricted to PA, and it would alienate them from like any of our special ops missions or tac ops missions, and would and they have to be worried about getting too much radiation. If you get too much radiation, you would start glowing. You literally start glowing really freaking bright, really bright. Um, Not only that, but the main reasons for becoming a ghoul, like one of the biggest reasons, is your melee buff. If you have your disguise on right now, you can't use any melee weapons. It just blocks it. Um, it's difficult. I'm waiting for to see more from Bethesda what they're gonna do if they release some of this and make it easier. But right now, it's really hard because any BOS patrols will shoot you on sight immediately. They'll just shoot you, like immediate. And oh, you have a cat, yeah. It'll and then like some of the like Tango, I think it's called Tango. Is it Outpost Tango? What is it called? That BOS outpost next to the vault. Um, that place, that not only do they shoot you, but they're also invulnerable. Um, and it doesn't let you do almost any of the story content as a goal. Like you can't do anything. So I'm hoping like we still have a whole month before this gets released. I'm hoping Bethesda do some tweaks, and we'll take another look at it when it comes out because I'm worried because if it stays the way it is, it's gonna be really, really hard to do it. we'll have to figure it out. I don't want to just be like, hey, you can't be a ghoul, but I also like, hey, we're also BOS, so it's difficult because like what we got. Everyone says, oh, the Midwestern chapter has ghouls, and I agree, they do, but it's also not Bethesda's vision. Um, Bethesda's vision is what we have in 3 and 4. I mean, they definitely could be citizens. It's just difficult. We'll talk more about it. Next server meeting will probably be a lot more hectic and more focused around the ghoul problem because I was actually wanting to let ghouls in. My idea, maybe you guys disagree with me. I thought we were just gonna have ghouls. They're gonna wear like recon armor or something, and they couldn't see their skin, and just like, hey, there you go. I thought that made sense, right? That makes sense to me. But no, Bethesda's like, no, we're gonna shoot them anyway. We can't. We know. We just know they're a ghoul. We could smell them. I don't know. it's yeah. It's difficult. Now, there's no problem making a secondary character, or even making your patrol character a secondary character. Like if you want to plan it that way, I think that'd be cool because I'm definitely gonna be using ghouls for like story missions. Like I don't care. Like for the most part, but we'll definitely be bringing ghouls in for story missions. I think that'd be cool. Like you're like trying to help the ghouls or something like that. That'd be neat. It'd be really helpful because like we did that. Oh, we don't know. Like we don't know until the update comes out. To be honest, like it's too soon. If we can get ghouls, I would say if the ghoul is willing to wear the PA and have that disguise on, I mean it's fine. But they wouldn't be able to use melee weapons. Like I said, it's too soon. We need Bethesda to release more information and tell us what's going on. The new paint for armor, I mean, and yeah, I could sing explosive and heavy weapons too. Yeah, we need to wait till it's live. Look, when it's fully released, we'll make an actual decision. I mean, like there's ways around it too. It would just be hard. Like it would be easy for like a lancer or a knight to cover it up, but it'd be hard for a scribe to. I don't know how they would do it. A knight, it would just be difficult. Like we'll talk more about that when it comes out. I mean, it's really a really hot debate. And then don't worry, guys. It's not just here that's having this problem. We have other servers that are also having the same dilemma. Bethesda has really not made this a very happy decision. So I hope that they do some good with it because there are some cool things about them. I think the feral thing, the feral meter is cool. I like how they get the extra health bar almost. It's really neat. And like I was watching Yak that are playing PTS, just using a gamma gun to heal himself was really cool. Just swimming in the toxic vats in West Tech is awesome, but we'll have to see what happens. Like I want to. My original goal is to allow goals in, and if there's a way we can do it, I'll do it. But like, oh, we gotta jump through a lot of hoops to get there. Someone someone said this, and this is difficult because someone said that, well, why not just have the BOS patrols be deserters? And that's it's a cool idea, but it's also not true. We know they're not deserters, but who knows? We'll talk more about that later. Moving on from the ghoul conversation. Other things for Fallout that's happening. We know that the season has been delayed because for the TV show because of the California fires, and so we will be seeing that really late, probably this year. But when that comes out, when we do the season this later this year, we will need to be at our best behavior and be at our most active, and we'll try to get people in because that's when you'll get most people, most new players. and they'll want to roleplay BOS depending on how they depict them in the show. I hope they don't massacre them any more than they already have. Um, they could add more mutations. I remember, guys, remember the concept art for mutations? They had super mutants on there. They also had a few other things. It was really cool. I have Liberty Prime. You don't want Liberty Prime? Come on. I want Liberty Prime. All right. I don't want to snowball too far away from what the conversation is. I do want to take a moment to say thank you to everyone who is here today. I appreciate you all showing up. We try to find the best time for everyone, and unfortunately can't get everyone in here at the same time. But I mean, this is the best time, as voted by leadership. I try to get the most leadership in here first, just because it's most important for them to know what's going on. Yeah. Um, we are working on some Lancer updates. Um, Stay tuned for that. I'm trying to get some information done from like all of my leadership and elders council to try and decide, make an informed decision on it in the end. Um, I don't plan on changing it too much, but like based on whatever the decision is, I don't want to change it again. We've changed Lancers too many times. There's a limit to the head positions and the elders. Oh, and I guess general. I wouldn't. Well, technically, you could have more than one general, but that would just be dumb. I mean, First Division does have two generals. Technically, we have Auditor General Kelpie, but she's not like in charge of the division. Um, there could be multiple. Oh, I do gotta say, however the elder is doing it, how they're managing it, if they decide they don't want to have multiple of that position, they can do that. So like, if they are going a more Milsim approach and they only want to have like a paladin commander for a company leader, then they'll do it that way. But it's flexible. It's all up to the elder's discretion. Whoever's the elder can decide however they want to do that. I'm doing the. Oh, you saw my hair flip in real time. That was crazy. Um, uh, I'm doing first division right now. We currently don't have a first division elder. I'm currently just taking on the role of first division elder for the time being. But one day we're gonna get another elder for first division, and I hope that person is a very cool person. You know, it'll be voted on by first division and its admins, and then. But I know some of you are asking about third division, so we did a poll. I had everyone do their voting for who they wanted to be elder of third division because, as we know, Elder John's time as third division elder was ending today because he was elder for his 3 month term, and today would be rounded up to his last day. So, um, I did it. What? No, no, wait. I didn't finish. Hold on. So I put in a poll out for everyone to put in the names of who they want to be elder. I got one person for knock. One person voted for knock. I see some people voted for John, and then I left an option for no elder and just had me manage it for 1 month until we can vote again. You want to announce who won the vote, Pendragon? Send third division alerts. No, it's not. Congrats, John. You've been doing a you've been doing a great job. Or until he decides to not do it again, or he gets outvoted. So so John's going for 2 terms. John is the last of the first round of elders. He truly is for the new version of Warborn. He really is a dying breed. Okay, so congrats, John. We'll have to see you in my office later. No. Um. Okay. So everyone's doing good in that part. I want to give this time because I don't want to spend too much time. I've spoke too much for the first half. I want to give a chance. The inbred that will live on. What does that mean, John? No, no, we're not gonna glaze over that. What does that mean, John? What does that mean? You gotta explain. What does that? Yes, you can put your name in for first elder, but I don't have it open yet. I'll open it up. Probably this next month. I want to wait until the ghoul update's done before I open that up because I don't want to fall into insanity. Why do you keep doing the licking thing? All right, enough licking, people. I'm gonna go one at a time. So the first person I'm gonna have up here is Rare if he's still there. Hey, that rhymed. That's cool. So Rare, would you like to come up on stage to talk about anything for your division? Oh, okay. He typed it out. Um, do you want me to read it? Or want Pendragon to read it? Oh, okay, I'll read it. um, Rare says, Second Division. We have recently gotten an influx of new members. Leadership, you have been doing fantastic with getting them trained and pushing them through the ranks. Keep up the amazing work. I also wanted to say that if I have been messaging you about your patrols, role management, and or squireships, it's because I want to make sure you are doing right. That way you know the process and can train potential new leadership in the future. All in all, keep up the amazing work. And you can always ping me or directly message me, and I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. That's from Rare. It's like he's dead. I'm just reading his last words. Um, is there additional information you want to say? What? Oh, cool. Great. Next person to call up here is our newly elected Elder John. Would you want to come up here and say what you need to say or anything? Yeah, it is. I'm going to invite him. Come on, John. Oh, what's happening? Oh, just what do you want to say to third division now that you're up here? You. I don't. The inbred thing is new to me. I didn't know this was. I didn't know you were inbred. Um, I'm scared. We know what it means. I'm scared of why he's saying it. And you ruling with an iron fist is I don't know what that means. All right. Anything else you want to say to third division? Any plans? Okay. Is there anyone in leadership that has impressed you? Oh, yeah. He's retired though. He does want to come back, so give him time. All right. Okay. All right. All right, John. Is it all right, bud? All right. Oh, what a great time to get drunk during the server meeting. Fantastic. Excellent choice of time. All right. Let's how do we let's move him down. There we go. All right. So I had him move down. Um, is there anyone in who will want for my elder take notes? Oh yeah. Is there anyone anybody wants to talk about real quick? I'm gonna leave this section open to if you want to talk about anything important in the chapter. Is he? I don't know. Anything anyone want to have any questions about? Anything confused? Anything you want to see in Warborn? Anything you want like any event wise? Anything I can do for you? Mm. Mortar pool division. We did have a fourth division for a while for Halo, but we don't have it no more. It was a while ago. Do you want to speak up here? I'll bring you up here. I invited you to speak. The one who just asked to speak. Hello, Ren. For the build, or no? It's more or less the appearance is the problem. And also the, oh no, and more or less like the BOS patrol shooting you is the main issue. If you wanted to make a build, it's just the problem with the disguise because the disguise makes melee weapons not possible. And that's why it's difficult. If Bethesda adjust it some, we might be able to do it. Or let's see, it would be possible, but it would have to be whoever's making the patrol would need to think, like really really need to think. They have to like bring the patrol nowhere near any BOS like regular patrols, and then yeah, you wouldn't have to like notify us in advance, but like if worst comes to worst, and if we're just split forever, if the chapter is split all the way to the end, I'm legit gonna make a spot where the person making the patrol can decide whether or not we allow ghouls on the patrol. The same way with like anything else. Um, that way, someone who's leading a patrol can have either. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cranberry Bog Battalion for all ghoul members. That's kind of cool. Ghoul modifier. Yeah. It just sucks that like when you become a ghoul, you can't just like switch back and forth whenever you want. They're just like, well, you can switch back one time for free. Oh, you want to switch back again, do you? pay us money. That's what they did. You have to pay Adams every time you switch back. That's right. I can't believe they did that. I couldn't believe it until I saw that it was true. That's not going to go well over with the community. I know it's not. I bet that's going to change. Or they'll tie it into Fallout first. All right. Well, I think that's just about everything we need to talk about. If anyone has anything else they want to say, oh my gosh, I don't know what that is, Blade. I don't know what that is. I'm scared of what that is, Blade. There currently patrols are the only ways to progress through the ranks. I do want to make more ways to progress, but we haven't explored it too far. Like I've been in some servers where completing BOS stuff, like within the missions, was one way to get through. But we would need to explore that a little bit, and it probably wouldn't be worth too much. Um, I did want to have like things for like scribes to do like make research reports and get promoted that way. I think that'd be cool. Does anybody else have anything they want to say on stage before I end? And I'm gonna go to the other channel for the after party if you want to join. Oh, the propaganda channel. Yeah, guys, if you guys are posting the propaganda channel, try to make it like it's for like BOS propaganda, like you're making like posters. Don't just like steal someone else's poster and post it. Could be Activision. If we made a Activision, it'd probably be super strict. I don't know. Yeah, Activision. I'm just kidding. Okay. Going once, going twice. I could talk about the uniform thing a little bit. Guys, try to stay close to your uniform on patrol when you can, unless it's like allowed, like by the patrol initiator. I would like something to start doing. This would help us a lot. Is if you allow someone to be out of uniform on your patrol, could you like say something in the report saying that you did? Because otherwise, it just looks like you're just not following the regulations, and it looks like you don't care. It looks like you don't care. Um, yeah, like if I see a guy with like BOS suit and they've got like a cowboy hat, that's one thing because I've always allowed cowboy hats. But if I see like a BOS suit, you've got like a Deathclaw mask on, I'm like, what are you doing? Things like that. Okay, that's everything, guys. Appreciate you for coming out. I will stop this recording and I will upload it to our YouTube. And it'll be there. Does it count as a patrol? Hold on. Let me take a screenshot of everyone. Don't leave yet. I will record this as a patrol. Okay. Just go ahead and save that. You know what time it is, Laser? There you go. Alright. I will count it as a patrol. Thank you for reminding me. Alright, guys. Ending the mission.